Hi Leo, this is your general reading for what's going on for you for the first 2 weeks, August 1 through the 15th of 2020. It's a general reading. Angels and spirit guides in the universe, please provide guidance for our Leos for August 1 through the 15th, what they can expect and things that they're working on. We have 5. Okay. So here we have, this is a major arcana card. This is the Magician. The Magician here sort of associates itself with intelligence and skillful communications. Its presence here in your past sort of indicates a level of, that you've had a level of self-confidence and there was a drive. And it has allowed you to sort of translate your ideas into action. The Magician is a practical card. It brings the best sort of applied pragmatic tools and uses your aspects in your life. Your success is sort of upcoming in ventures, whether a politics or business, will likely hinge upon your own strength and encourages your own will and determination. It suggests that there's a confidence and creativity, your confidence and creativity have allowed you to effectively make your ideas into reality, that you found success through intelligence and in using skillful execution. Presently, it suggests that there's a need for knowledge and skills to influence changes that may be occurring or coming up for you. And in order to make these sort of changes beneficial, you need to have the right knowledge. It also suggests that sometimes your future can be uncertain. There's risk and opportunity, and that the possibilities are influenced by your friendships that you've nurtured and support that you've had from those who are close. And it suggests that there's sort of a creative success as can bring about new beginnings for you. So from that past influence, your Prince of Cups, this represents sort of your in your present, or also known as a Page of Cups in some cards. But this sort of refers to you. It suggests sort of that currently there's an introspective nature about you going on, and that you're using your heart in sort of in making decisions. It suggests that you may let credit that's deserved to you go on to give to somebody else because you're feeling sort of shy or inhibited. This card sort of indicates of someone likely that maybe perhaps you overlooked in your own life, who's in a position to aid you to pursue you with a specific goal that you have in mind, or that you've been put on the back burner. It's somewhat dependent, it's generally seen as a bearer of good news in your presence. It suggests that there's an idea that you've already had, or that can be developed, that you can develop this idea with greater results, to use your sort of awareness and understand any sort of obstacles and plan ahead will bring the best results. It represents good news again, and it will reach you, and it sort of reminds you of the importance of looking at things with a fresh new outlook in life, to use a sense of humor and to remember the healing power of laughter. It suggests that you be prepared for upcoming opportunities. That keep your eye open for things that may not seem important at the time, but to pay attention to those, because they could bring you a good future. It suggests that any emotional struggles that you may be feeling will pass, and and you'll get through them. In your future, this is interesting. So, boy, you're getting these Arcana cards here. So here we have, well, there's lovers. In the future, it's basically said there's love coming to you. So it's basically saying, it represents sort of that your instinct is representing love. And much like love does not possess is not singular, it's fluid. Your love may come in different forms, but lovers may indicate that there's a more important, or you may have difficult choices ahead in your life. And that if you're faced with some choices that are coming up, it's generally sort of exclusive and suggests that there may be two different sort of futures, two very different futures, which can be good. It just confirms that at least one of those paths what that you decided will take you to a better place. If you happen to find this coming up in your future, to consider any sort of change carefully, but not fear the change. It's about taking choices, and that making a good decision will have positive outcomes. It suggests that to be more in tune with yourself, and to be more sort of connected to others as well. That there's the emotional burden of a recent conflict that you might have been in has been lifted, or will be reached. It suggests that an approaching conflict that might come up will test your values. But again, if you keep a balance between your love and career, neither will disappear, and the choice will sort of shape your priorities. So if there's a work balance challenge that's coming through, this will not necessarily be negative, but it could be positive. It suggests that you will to remember that opposites of two sides of the same coin. So you have choices. Boy, you have a lot of choices coming here, Leo. There's not one without the other. So the right choice for you, Leo, is only made if you have accepted others in yourself. So in other words, dear Leo, let go of some pride if that's been holding you back sometimes, and to rely on others, and you can get through whatever you need. Now, we have the Nine of Wands, and when you have the this was in the reverse, so this is going to be it usually just sort of means the opposite. When you have the Nine of Wands, it represents sort of a bittersweet discovery. It suggests struggles ahead and the capacity for you to overcome them. It suggests that you may have a comfortable life right now at the moment, but there's likely signs of some challenges of that may come up with personal and professional life coming up. It suggests that your inner strength is going to be called on and in the current situation, and that you will progress through them. It suggests that the struggles that you may have already experienced or granted you some stability. It's time to reevaluate them again, and that your progress can be made smoother if you always evaluate your situation. It suggests that the encouragement from a friend or a loved one can help you overcome your challenge, and it suggests that that if there are in conflicts that might be coming up in your future, you can overcome them if you approach them with common sense and with your eyes open, and not make judgment, and that they'll be short term. It sort of comes into, this is ruled by Sagittarius, so this card here, and it's sort of it indicates just sort of a need to be cautious and less defensive in struggles. There's nothing that suggests more a positive or negative in these matters. It's just the answer can be maybe. So it's just look at your right decisions, and this could be in your struggle or your challenge card. So your outcomes is the Prince of Pentacles, and are also known as the Page. So when you have the Page in your outcome, This is typically an intellectual card, and it's traditionally associated with introspection and consciousness, which, you know, Leos, you use a lot when acting. It brings good tidings to you and to those around you. It's tied to sort of academic and financial fields. It's symbolic and resembles sort of ambitions and idealism of your past will bring you success. Whatever you things that you've been working on or continually working on, and it's that it suggests sort of there could be a new process or a new hobby or a new occupation maybe coming up. It suggests that there's news that arrival for change. It may not be immediately, but prepare and evaluate and be on the lookout for such new ventures. It suggests that you'll gain insight into your future if you remain attentive and sort of studious in the signs around you. So it's being aware and not paranoid and not overly obsessed. It just suggests being aware and being mindful, and that's probably the better word for that. And take time to sort of understand it. It just suggests that, you know, your outcome will be good in using your skills and being attentive and studious, and continue to be self-disciplined, and those things will, you know, could lead to an outcome of a promotion or acquiring something new, or finding a new enjoyable hobby that you never thought you would do. The overall mood of this card is positive and suggests that the answer is yes, that it's going to be a positive outcome of whatever it may be for you that's coming up. So my dear Leos, August, and this is your month. Happy birthday to all of you. So this is a general reading for August 1 through 15, 2020. Keep in mind that not everything may resonate with you, and that's totally fine. A lot depends on your sun rising signs as well. But I hope that this has been helpful, and take what fits. And I first, again, thank you for clicking on this video and to my channel. This is a new channel, and I appreciate your support and your patience as is developing and sort of recreating. But I would appreciate your like button and your subscription, and to subscribe to the channel and click on the reminder bell. This is all helpful to the Google algorithms, and I would definitely appreciate your support for this. So again, happy birthday to Leos, and this is your August 1st through 15th general reading. So thank you very much. Enjoy.